Yes, this is definitely going to leave a mark. Hi, my name is Kyle and welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about this particular picture that just dropped within the past 10 hours, I think, on Twitter. And I got this from Rasmussen on Truth Social. And it's a picture of Candace Owens and Kanye West in Paris. And they're at this, I guess, at some sort of press conference or whatever. And they're wearing White Lives Matter t-shirts or sweatshirts, whatever you have there. And it's causing an uproar because of the crazy society we live in. It's just ridiculous. And this culture war is a real deal. And this picture here is causing massive amounts of panic and anger and hatred and all kinds of stuff on Twitter. But the reason is because, well, there's really four reasons it is. And it's because of people who look at this, they're looking at it through different lenses. And so I'm going to give you those four different people who are looking at this in a second here. But the main reason why is because it exposes the hypocrisy of the left. And if you don't take anything away from this video, but this is what I want you to take away. It's the fact that the left takes truthful statements that no one can disagree on. Like, let's say, Planned Parenthood. Who's opposed to Planned Parenthood? Nobody, right? But they use that for a evil, sinister agenda, and that is mass extermination, particularly of babies. And so that is what people don't get on board with, but they masquerade with a truthful statement. Just like Black Lives Matter. No person in the right mind would say that Black lives don't matter. Of course they do. All lives matter. But the underpinning of that is the Marxist agenda of this group, Black Lives Inc. Matter, are the ones who are saying that this country is a racist country, that we need to tear down the system of the nuclear family, how we need to go more to a communist Marxist society, which is what they claim to be, trained Marxists. If you look at the movie Uncle Tom 2, it breaks all that down very, very well and shows you who the real enemy is when it comes to America. So they take BLM and then they put it underneath the umbrella of a Marxist agenda and promote it as such. The problem is when they want to defend those arguments, they have to go to the statement that everyone agrees with. Yes, Black lives do matter, and they conflate the two and use verbal gymnastics and go back and forth between the two arguments to defend something that they really can't defend. They use false narratives and everything else to help project what their agenda really is, that Black people are victims and all that stuff. We know about all that. And so that's the game that we're playing. And the four groups of people that look at this are people like I just said, the Black woke Marxists. Then you have the Black woke conservatives who look at this, who may not like Candace Owens or may not like Kanye West, which I must say, I'm not a huge fan of him because he's just a hip hop guy, but he does speak truth. And when he does, I have to say it's truthful. I mean, not everything he says is going to be truthful, but even a broken clock is right twice a day. But Candace Owens, people don't like her for many, many reasons. We did a video a while back on her called the 7 not very good reasons why people dislike Candace Owens. Check that out. There's probably way more than just 7, but in that video, we talk about mostly these Black woke conservatives who just put their skin tone over the fact that they're American. And that is the issue with them. And so they will obviously not like a picture like this because they're going to say the same thing that the woke left would say about it, who are not, let's say, Black conservatives. Okay. And so those two groups. And then you have the groups of people who are, well, they're not really into anything. Well, I'm not really into politics. I just watch my Kardashians. I watch reality TV. I will watch sports, and I don't try to get involved at all in politics whatsoever. And those are the ones who are based on what they see on CNN, MSNBC, the woke media. They will parrot whatever they're saying, and therefore they will have the opinion that this is wrong as well. And the fourth group is people like me, and probably you who are watching this, who look at life through the lens of a biblical worldview or a common sense worldview and see this for what it really is. And that is trying to call out the hypocrisy of the left by saying, yes, you have true statements and we can go along with those true statements like Planned Parenthood and Black Lives Matter, but we are against what those two things are being used for in terms of extermination of babies and saying that blacks are a perpetual victim and therefore we should lash out on this so-called racist nation. That is the whole game we're playing. And to give you a really good example of that right here is a tweet from Jemele Hill, who is the epitome, the poster child of black wokeness. She got fired from ESPN for her rhetoric, and she's been all over the place hating on people, mostly people who are not brown. And so she herself said this, and I got this from the website or the YouTube channel, The Quartering. Check him out. He has a really good channel. He's not really political, but he does expose woke agenda when it happens. And so he had this on his video this morning where Jemele Hill says this: so many folks are trying to excuse Kanye wearing a White Lives Matter t-shirt as a troll move or marketing. Let's stop there. It absolutely is a troll move or marketing, but why is it a troll move? It's a troll move because he's exposing, or they're exposing, the fact that your Black Lives Matter is just the same as White Lives Matter. In fact, we did a t-shirt a while back, and it's still available if you want on our website. It's All Lives Matter, okay? And we made sure we covered all the bases by getting A to Z LM so that we don't miss anybody, okay? That was the purpose of the shirt, was to go into what she is saying in this tweet right here, a troll move or marketing. It's absolutely both, absolutely, because we need to expose the hypocrisy. Then she says, maybe it is. She agrees. Yeah. But it's dangerously dumb message to send for someone with his massive platform. Well, my question for Jemele Hill is this: where were you when LeBron James was using his massive platform to promote cops going out in the middle of the night, hunting down black people? I don't remember you saying anything about that as being a problem. Okay. So just get off of that. She said, I been off, dude. Not sure what that means. That's not really grammatically correct. I think what she's trying to say is that I've been wrong in the past, but y'all go ahead labeling his foolishness as genius. So here's the thing. She couldn't come out and say the statement was bad because she knows that it would alienate most of her sponsors. So there's an underpinning there of deception. Okay, Jemele, why is it foolishness? Why is it foolishness to say White Lives Matter? Is it also foolishness to say Black Lives Matter? Would that have been a problem? Would it have been foolish to say All Lives Matter? Would it have been foolish to say Asian Lives Matter? Would it have been foolish to say Hispanic Lives Matter? Why is it only offensive if someone says White Lives Matter? See, there is this assumption and this worldview that she has that America is inherently racist, and it's not. If you have that mindset, that sick Marxist mindset, then you're going to label everything through the lens of racism. And that's why she's always going to be out of balance. She's always going to be angry. She's always going to have a chip on her shoulder, and nothing really is going to make sense at all for her. And she's going to see things in ways that just are not there. And sadly, this is the case for many people here in America. And there are those people who want us to live in a harmonious society, and they just don't know how to get there because they don't really have a biblical framework. They just have this notion that, can we all just get along to get along? Can we all just get along? And the point is, we really can't because of the nature of mankind, but yet we can have it through proper relationship with our Creator, God, and through relationship to Jesus Christ, and having that principle of the tenets of the Bible where we treat each other like we want to be treated and all of that, and we uphold the rule of law. We have laws in place to protect ourselves from ourselves. It's through those frameworks that we have a valid, good society. But people like Jemele Hill and people who are coming at this particular picture don't get. They want us to be a certain way, and that's just not what America was founded on. And I got to give props to Candace and Kanye for posting this. I don't know when it was, if it was recent or when it was. I'm sure we'll find out more, and I'll do more on this topic, as I'm sure there can be more questions about this in terms of why is it so offensive? Why is this so offensive? That is the big question. Again, you tell me. Let me know in the comments below. I'd be curious to know what you think.